Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm kicking off a mini series for the fall on my channel. I'm going to be calling it the Favorite Fall Palettes series, and it's kind of like a follow-up to what I think was my last video where I showed y'all all of my favorite eyeshadow palettes for the fall. So in the series, for each video that I do, I'm going to be featuring one of those eyeshadow palettes and I'm going to do a fall look with it. And for today's look, I'm using the Violet Voss HG Pro palette. So I do already have the look on my eyes. I'm going to show y'all how I did it. I'm also going to try to feature a different lip in each video. Don't hold me to the lip one, y'all, but I'm going to try. So I got this idea from fellow YouTuber Ivory Cherry. Hey girl. So in the video where I showed y'all all of my favorite fall palettes, she commented that it inspired her to bring this palette out to use it in a future video because she hasn't used it in a while, even though she really likes the palette. And that's because she tries to use a different palette in every single video that she does. And I thought, oh, that was a good idea because it'll help you to get through a lot of the makeup that you might have in your stash. So I said I should really do that with my eyeshadow palettes and my lipsticks, because in those two categories I have quite a few stuff that I just never touch because I'm always like trying out new stuff. So that's kind of where this idea came from. So like I said, in each of the videos, I think it's going to be 10 because I think I did 10 palettes in that video. I'm going to do a different palette and I'm going to try to do a different lip. So I'm going to show y'all how I did today's look using this palette, and then I'll show y'all the lip combo that I have on at the end of the video. So before we get started, if this is your first time here, welcome. My name is SonyaNicole. Thank you so much for stopping by. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel and let me know in the comments that you subscribe, because I definitely want to meet you and I just want to say thank you for subscribing. And of course, for those of you who are already subscribed to the channel, welcome back. Thank you so much for coming back. And as always, thank you so much for your continued support. Okay, y'all, let's get started. So I am going to do my base makeup on camera, but I'm going to speed through it. I know at least some of y'all like to see me do a full face, so I am going to show that, but I'll speed through it until we get to the eye part. So I will probably just like pop up on the screen what I'm using for my foundation and concealer. Okay, so here is the completed eye look that we're going for today. I decided to just finish it all up. I have the eyeliner and mascara and all that on already, so I'm going to show y'all how I did that look on this eye. So I'm going to start off with my e.l.f. Putty Eye Primer. Yes, e.l.f. Putty Eye Primer, and this is in the shade Rose. So I started using this maybe like a couple weeks ago now, and I like it. I do think I like it just as much as my MAC paint pot, to the point where I don't know if I'm going to repurchase the MAC paint pot when I run out of it. I still have a whole lot of it left though, because a little bit goes a very long way. Same with this e.l.f. primer. And then going into the Violet Voss palette, I am starting off with this shade here. This is called Cool Beans. I'm going to go in with, I'm going to go in with this shade here, this kind of dark shimmery brown color. And I'm going to be putting that on the majority of my lid. And I'm just packing it on. And I think a lot of you guys know by now that I like to bring my shadows up pretty high on my lid. And next I'm going in with this shade here. This is called Bat My Eyes. I'm going to put that on the outer part of the lid. And I'm just packing this one on too, and I am letting it slightly overlap that first color. And I'm just going to go back in and intensify it just a little bit because this is where the skin on my lid really folds over. So I feel like I just have to work at this little area just a little bit more, just to make sure you can still see the color when I bring my eyes back down to rest. I'm gonna pick up a little bit more of the first shimmery shade that I used, and I'm just going to lightly brush across like both of the shades where they meet. I'm just doing this just to make sure that they are blending in nicely. These colors are like really close in color to the point where it is kind of hard to tell like where one color stops and the other one starts, and they kind of shift when I move my face a little bit. So I feel like even if I don't do this step right here, they're still going to blend in really nicely, but up close I can see, you know, where the line of demarcation is, so I'm just, you know, blending right over that line. So next I'm going in with this shade here. This is called Are You Kidding Me? And I'm going to put that in my crease area. And I am going to let this pretty much overlap the shimmery shades. I just want to deepen out this area just a little bit. And I'm dragging this pretty much all the way in. And I'm taking this shade here, this dark matte brown, I'm going to put that on the outer part of the lower lash line. And I'm just concentrating it right on the very outer part. And then I'm taking this shade here, this is called Bestie. And I'm going to use that to buff everything out. So I'm just going to be buffing around that first matte brown shade that we used on the top. Then I'm also going to use it to buff that dark matte brown on the lower lash line to help diffuse it a little bit and connect the top to the bottom. So for my inner corner, I'm actually going to mix this shade here, the first shimmery shade that we used. I'm going to mix that with a little bit of this shade here, and I'm gonna have that be my inner corner. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the lighter shade on first, and I'm gonna let it blend into that first shade just a little bit, and then I'm gonna top it with the shimmery brown shade. So I'm just kind of like patting some of that shimmery brown on top of that first shade. So this will just tone it down just a little bit because I didn't want it to be like super bright and super sparkly in my inner corner. Just gonna pat right over this just a little bit. This is the inner corner that kind of tricks me because it's like really deep set. So sometimes I feel like I put way too much product right there, but then when I turn my head another way, it looks like it's not enough because this one is like much more deep set than this one. I'm just picking up another brush, but I'm gonna mix those same two shimmery shades together that I just put on the inner corner, and I'm just going to brush them on the arch of my brow. Okay, so I don't know if y'all can tell, but I just put some of this eyeliner in my lower waterline. This is the LA Girl Ultimate Eye Intense Stay Auto Liner in. This is in the shade Super Bright. So I just put a little bit of this on my lower waterline, and now I'm gonna go in with my mascara and eyeliner off camera. I'm using the NYX Epic Ink eyeliner in brown, and I'm gonna be using my Maybelline Total Temptation mascara in brown. So I'll do these off camera and I'll be right back. Okay, so here is a completed eye look, and I'll zoom you in so y'all can see it up close. So let me know what you think. The shimmery shade that I have on the majority of the lid, the lighter shimmery shade, let me show y'all in the palette real quick. this shade here. I did take a little bit more of that and I put it on maybe like a quarter of the way in on my lower lash line. I usually don't do that. Like normally when I put shadow on the lower lash line, I just do like the outer corner, but I said let me just try something different today, so I just put just a little bit on the lower lash line just to add like a little more brightness to that area. So let me know what y'all think about the look. So to finish everything off with the lips, I'm gonna start off with the Wet n Wild Color Icon lip pencil, and this is in the shade, I think this is called Chestnut. The writing is all gone, but I'm pretty sure this is called Chestnut, and this is like a reddish brown lip liner. Then I'm going in with the e.l.f. matte lip pencil, and this is in the shade Praline. I have no idea why they call these matte lip pencils because they're not matte at all, which is why I like them. So, but this is like a kind of like a My Lips But Better type of color. Maybe not quite the same shade as My Lips because my lips are more pink, but this is like a really like new color on me. So I was gonna go on top of this with a gloss, but I feel like I like my lips just like this. I was gonna go on top of it with the Fenty Gloss Bomb, the original one. I can't remember the name of it, but is the name of this Gloss Bomb? I can't remember, but y'all know what I'm talking about. I was gonna go on top of it with that, but I feel like I'm just gonna leave my lips like this for today because I really like this. So yeah, this is my finished look. Simple, everyday fall type of look. You have your shimmers, but they're like really subtle and muted, so you have a mix of like a pop of shimmer but still like muted every day. So let me know what y'all think. I really hope that y'all enjoyed the video today. If you did, please let me know by giving me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave today, and I hope to see y'all back here for my next video. Until then, take care. Have a good one, y'all. Bye.